feeling of slight anger. Annoyance. Something Anxiety. The feeling of being very worried about something. Synonyms. Concern. Anxiety, a feeling of wanting to do something very much. Concern. A feeling of worry about something important. Concern. Something that is important to you or that involves you. Concern. A feeling of wanting someone to be happy and healthy. Concern. A business or company. Worry. To be anxious or unhappy about someone or something, so that you think about them a lot. Worry. To make someone feel anxious about something. Worry. If a dog worries sheep, it tries to bite or kill them. Disquiet. Anxiety or unhappiness about something. Synonyms. Uneasiness. Attention. When you carefully listen to, look at, or think about someone or something. Concernment. Flutter. If a bird or insect flutters, or if it flutters its wings, it flies by moving its wings lightly up and down. Flutter. To make small gentle movements in the air make. Flutter. If your heart or your stomach flutters, you feel very excited or nervous. Flutter. Flutter your eyelashes. Fear. The feeling you get when you are afraid or worried that something bad is going to happen. Fear. The possibility or danger that something bad might happen. Awe. A feeling of great respect and liking for someone or something. Dread. To feel anxious or worried about something that is going to happen or may happen. Fright. A sudden feeling of fear. Horror. A strong feeling of shock and fear. Horror. Something that is very terrible, shocking, or frightening. Thought. Something that you think of, remember, or realize. Synonyms. Idea. Thought. Careful and serious consideration. Reflection. An image that you can see in a mirror, glass, or water. Reflection. Careful thought, or an idea or opinion based on this. Reflection. Something that shows what something else is like, or that is a sign of a particular situation. Cogitation. To think carefully and seriously about something. Apprehension. Anxiety about the future, especially about dealing with something unpleasant or difficult. Synonyms. Anxiety. Apprehension. The act of apprehending a criminal. Synonyms. Arrest act. Uptake. The number of people who use a service or accept something that is offered. Misgiving. A feeling of doubt or fear about what might happen or about whether something is right. Synonyms. Doubt. Pain. The feeling you have when part of your body hurts. Pain. The feeling of unhappiness you have when you are sad, upset, etc. Hardship. Something that makes your life difficult or unpleasant, especially a lack of money, or the condition of having a difficult life. Anguish. Mental or physical suffering caused by extreme pain or worry. Misery. Great suffering that is caused, for example, by being very poor or very sick. Great unhappiness. Annoyance. A feeling of slight anger. Annoyance. Something that makes you slightly angry. Earnestness. Very serious and sincere. Ardor. Very strong admiration or excitement. Synonyms. Passionate. Alacrity. Quickness and eagerness. Eagerness. Very keen and excited about something that is going to happen or about something you want to do. Solicitude. Care and concern for someone's health, safety, etc. Agitation. When you are so anxious, nervous, or upset that you cannot think calmly. Public argument or action for social or political change. The act of shaking or mixing a liquid. Difficulty. If you have difficulty doing something, it is difficult for you to do. Difficulty. If you are in difficulty, you are in a situation in which you have problems. Difficulty. A problem or something that causes trouble. Complication. A problem or situation that makes something more difficult to understand or deal with. Complication. A medical problem or illness that happens while someone is already ill and makes treatment more difficult. Operation. The process of cutting into someone's body to repair or remove a part that is damaged. Operation. The work or activities done by a business or organization, or the process of doing this work. Operation. A set of planned actions or activities for a particular purpose. Tax. An amount of money that you must pay to the government according to your income, property, goods etc. and that is used to pay for public services. Doubt. A feeling of being not sure whether something is true or right. Suspicion. A feeling you have that someone is probably guilty of doing something wrong or dishonest. Suspicion. A feeling that you do not trust someone. Suspicion. A feeling you have that something is true, especially something bad. Jealousy. A feeling of being jealous. Mistrust. The feeling that you cannot trust someone, especially because you think they may treat you unfairly or dishonestly. Synonyms. Suspicion, distrust, dish. Hesitation. When someone hesitates. Perturbation. A small change in the movement, quality, or behavior of something. Perturbation. Worry about something that has happened or will happen. Impatience. Annoyance at having to accept delays, other people's weaknesses etc. Opposites. Patience. Impatience. Great eagerness for something to happen, especially something that is going to happen soon. Fervent believing or feeling something very strongly and sincerely. Synonyms. Strong, strongly. Restlessness. Unwilling to keep still or stay where you are, especially because you are nervous or bored. Synonyms. Fidgety. Restlessness. Unwilling to stay in one place, and always wanting new experiences. Wave. A line of raised water that moves across the surface of the sea. Wave. A sudden increase in a particular type of behavior, activity, or feeling, increase. Bud. A young tightly rolled up flower or leaf before it opens tight. Suspense. A feeling of excitement or anxiety when you do not know what will happen next. Alarm. A piece of equipment that makes a loud noise to warn you of danger. Alarm. A feeling of fear or worry because something bad or dangerous might happen. Excitement. The feeling of being excited. Fidget. To keep moving your hands or feet, especially because you are bored or nervous. Bustle. To move around quickly, looking very busy. Hurry. To do something or go somewhere more quickly than usual, especially because there is not much time. Synonyms. Rush. Biz. A particular type of business, especially one relating to entertainment. 1. Fuss. Anxious behavior or activity that is usually about unimportant things. Attention or excitement that is usually unnecessary or unwelcome. Fervid. Believing or feeling something too strongly. Something. Distress. A feeling of extreme unhappiness. Distress. Suffering and problems caused by a lack of money, food etc. Ardency. Ardent. Showing strong positive feelings about an activity and determination to succeed at it. Strong. Showing strong feelings of love. Strong. Mobility. The ability to move easily from one job, area, or social class to another. Opposites. Immobility. Mobility. The ability to move easily. Opposites. Immobility. Briskness. Brisk. Quick and full of energy. Brisk. Quick, practical, and showing that you want to get things done quickly. Brisk. Trade or business that is brisk is very busy, with a lot of products being sold. Tremor. A small earthquake in which the ground shakes slightly. Tremor. A slight shaking movement in your body that you cannot control, especially because you are ill, weak, or upset. Oscillation. Oscillations are frequent changes between two extreme amounts or limits. Oscillation. Oscillations are frequent changes between one feeling or attitude and another. Oscillation. A regular movement of something from side to side. Recollection, something from the past that you remember. Recollection, an act of remembering something. Meditation, the practice of emptying your mind of thoughts and feelings, in order to relax completely or for religious reasons. Meditation, the act of thinking deeply and seriously about something. Meditation, serious thoughts about a particular subject. Danger, the possibility that someone or something will be harmed, destroyed, or killed. Danger, the possibility that something bad will happen. Danger, something or someone that may harm or kill you. Hazard, something that may be dangerous, or cause accidents or problems. Hazard, a risk that cannot be avoided. Difficulty, if you have difficulty doing something, it is difficult for you to do without difficulty. Difficulty, if you are in difficulty, you are in a situation in which you have problems and difficulty. Difficulty, a problem or something that causes trouble, difficulty with. Funk, to avoid doing something because it is difficult, or because you are afraid, are. Endeavor, try very hard, endeavor to do something. Effort, the physical or mental energy that is needed to do something. Effort, an attempt to do something, especially when this involves a lot of hard work or determination. Attempt, an act of trying to do something, especially something difficult. Care, the process of looking after someone, especially because they are ill, old, or very young. Care, the process of doing things to keep something in good condition and working correctly. Care, when you are careful to avoid damage, mistakes, etc. Care, something that causes problems and makes you anxious or sad. Attention, when you carefully listen to, look at, or think about someone or something. Attention, the interest that people show in someone or something. Attention, to make someone notice you, especially because you want to speak to them or you need their help. Attention, something you do to repair or clean something. Inattention, lack of attention. Synonyms: carelessness. Trouble, problems or difficulties. Trouble, used when saying what is bad about a person or situation or what causes problems. Trouble, fighting, violence, or violent behavior. Trouble, problems in your life which you are worried about. Disturbance, a situation in which people behave violently in public. Disturbance, something that interrupts what you are doing, or the act of making this happen. Inconvenience, problems caused by something which annoy or affect you. Inconvenience, someone or something that causes problems for you. Fix, to repair something that is broken or not working. Fix, to decide on a limit for something, especially prices, costs, etc., so that they do not change. Synonyms: set, worrying, taking care. Custody, the right to take care of a child, given to one of their parents when they have divorced. Custody, when someone is kept in prison until they go to court, because the police think they have committed a crime. Custody, when someone is responsible for keeping and looking after something. Guardianship, the position of being legally responsible for someone else's child. Charge, the amount of money you have to pay for goods or services. Charge, the position of having control or responsibility for a group of people or an activity of. Charge, if someone or something is in your charge, you are responsible for looking after them. Charge, an official statement by the police that someone may be guilty of a crime. Charge, a written or spoken statement blaming someone for doing something bad or illegal. Synonyms: allegation. Charge, an attack in which soldiers or animals move towards someone or something very quickly. Eager expectancy, readiness when you are prepared for something, or when something is ready to be used. Readiness, willingness to do something. Tumult, a confused, noisy, an excited situation, often caused by a large crowd. Synonyms: turmoil, tumult, a state of mental confusion caused by strong emotions such as anger, sadness, etc. Synonyms: turmoil, uproar, a lot of noise or angry protest about something. Grief, depression, a medical condition that makes you very unhappy and anxious and often prevents you from living a normal life. Depression, a feeling of sadness that makes you think there is no hope for the future. Depression, a long period during which there is very little business activity and a lot of people do not have jobs. Recession. Depression, a part of a surface that is lower than the other parts. Depression, a mass of air under low pressure, that usually causes rain, causes. Melancholia, a feeling of great sadness and lack of energy. Inquietude, a feeling of anxiety. Hunger, lack of food, especially for a long period of time, that can cause illness or death. Synonyms: starvation, hunger, the feeling that you need to eat. Thirst, hunger, a strong need or desire for something. Synonyms: desire, hunger for need. Appetite, craving. Famine, a situation in which a large number of people have little or no food for a long time and many people die. Greed, a strong desire for more food, money, power, possessions, etc. than you need. Synonyms: avarice, strong, desire, a strong hope or wish. Engagement, an agreement between two people to marry, or the period of time they are engaged. Hope. Engagement, an official arrangement to do something, especially one that is related to your work. Engagement, when you become involved with someone or something in order to understand them. Engagement, fighting between armies, etc. Engagement, an official arrangement to employ or pay someone to do a particular job. Engagement, the fitting together of the working parts of a machine. Tendency, if someone or something has a tendency to do or become a particular thing, they are likely to do or become it. Tendency, a general change or development in a particular direction. Desire. Propensity, a natural tendency to behave in a particular way. Inclination, a feeling that makes you want to do something. Inclination, a tendency to think or behave in a particular way. Inclination, a movement made down towards the ground. Inclination, a slope, or the angle at which something slopes. Appetite, up. Drug addiction. Alcohol addiction. Dissipation, the process of making something gradually weaker or less until it disappears. Dissipation, the enjoyment of physical pleasures in a way that is harmful. Dissipation, the act of wasting money, time, energy, etc. Calamity, a terrible and unexpected event that causes a lot of damage or suffering. Synonyms: disaster. Ditch, a long narrow hole dug at the side of a field, roads, etc. to hold or remove unwanted water. Eating. Moat, a deep white hole, usually filled with water, dug around a castle as a defense. Moat, a deep wide hole dug around an area in a zoo, used to stop animals from escaping. Trench, a long narrow hole dug into the surface of the ground. Trench, a long narrow valley in the ground beneath the sea. Trench, a deep trench dug in the ground as a protection for soldiers. Stomach, the organ inside your body where food begins to be digested. Stomach, the front part of your body, below your chest. Zest, eager interest and enjoyment. Zest, the quality of being exciting and interesting. Zest, the outer skin of an orange or lemon, used in cooking. Peel, rind. Relish, to enjoy an experience or the thought of something that is going to happen. Relish, great enjoyment of something. Relish, a thick spicy sauce made from fruits or vegetables, and usually eaten with meat. Penchant. Liking. Taste, the feeling that is produced by a particular food or drink when you put it in your mouth. Synonyms: flavor, taste, the sense by which you know one food from another. Taste, the kind of things that someone likes. Taste, someone's judgment when they choose clothes, decorations, etc. Taste, the quality of being acceptable and not offensive. Taste, a short experience of something that shows you what it is like. Taste, the feeling that you have after an experience, especially a bad experience. Food, things that people and animals eat, such as vegetables or meat. Provision, when you provide something that someone needs now or in the future. Provision, a condition in an agreement or law. Fancy, to like or want something, or want to do something. Synonyms, feel like. Fancy, to think or believe something without being certain. Fancy, a feeling, especially when that is not particularly strong or urgent, that you like someone or want to have something. Feeling, an emotion that you feel, such as anger, sadness, or happiness, strong. Feeling, a belief or opinion about something, especially when that is influenced by your emotions. Feeling, a general attitude among a group of people about a subject. Feeling, something that you feel in your body, such as heat, cold, tiredness, etc. Feeling, the ability to feel pain, heat, etc. in parts of your body. Feeling, the effect that a place, book, film, etc. has on people and the way it makes them feel. Feeling, a way of reacting to things using your emotions, instead of thinking about them carefully. Gust, a sudden strong movement of wind, air, rain, etc. Gust, if the wind gusts, it blows strongly with sudden short movements. Penchant, a somebody's penchant for something. Gusts. Aspiration, a strong desire to have or achieve something. Synonyms, ambition. Favor, the support or approval of something or someone. Favor, something that you do for someone in order to help them or be kind to them. Favor, support, approval, or agreement for something such as a plan, idea, or system. Favor, when someone or something is liked or approved of by people, or not liked or approved of something. Favor, support that is given to one person or group and not to others, in a way that does not seem fair. Smile on. Grace, a smooth way of moving that looks natural, relaxed, and attractive. Synonyms, gracefulness. Grace, polite and pleasant behavior. Grace, more time that is allowed to someone to finish a piece of work, pay a debt, etc. Grace, God's kindness that is shown to people. Kindness. Grace, a prayer thanking God, said before a meal. God. Grace, the state of someone's soul when it is free from evil, according to Christian belief. Smile upon. Oblige, to force someone to do something, or to make it necessary for someone to do something. Oblige, if you are obliged to do something, you have to do it because the situation, the law, a duty, etc. makes it necessary. Oblige, to do something that someone has asked you to do. Benefit, depression. Dejection, unhappy, disappointed, or sad. Dumps, something somewhere in a careless, untidy way. Dumps, to get rid of something that you do not want. Dumps, to end a relationship with someone. Dumps, to get rid of goods by selling them in a foreign country at a much lower price. Dumps, to copy information stored in a computer's memory onto something else, such as a disk or magnetic tape. Dumping. Dumps, a place where unwanted waste is taken and left. Dumps, a place where military supplies are stored, or the supplies themselves. Dumps, a place that is unpleasant to live in because it is dirty, ugly, untidy, etc. Dumps, the act of copying the information stored in a computer's memory onto something else, such as a disk. Atrabilious. Lonesome, very unhappy because you are alone or have no friends. Synonyms, lonely, lonesome, A lonesome place is a long way from where people live, and very few people go there. Synonyms: lonely, remote. Out of sorts. Disease. An illness which affects a person, animal, or plant. Disease. Something that is seriously wrong with society or with someone's mind, behavior, etc. Illness. A disease of the body or mind, or the condition of being ill. Unhappy. Feeling worried or annoyed because you do not like what is happening in a particular situation. Unhappy. Not happy, sad dash. Unhappy. An unhappy remark, situation, etc. is not suitable, lucky, or desirable. Synonyms: unfortunate. Displeasure. The feeling of being annoyed or not satisfied with someone or something. Synonyms: annoyance. Affliction, something that causes pain or suffering, especially a medical condition. Disorder. A mental or physical illness which prevents part of your body from working properly. Sickness. The state of being ill. Synonyms: illness. Sickness. The feeling that you are about to bring up food from your stomach, or the act of bringing food up. Synonyms: nausea. Sickness. A particular illness. Sickness. The serious problems and weaknesses of a social, political, or economic system. Distemper. A serious infectious disease that affects animals, especially dogs. Distemper. A type of paint that you mix with water to paint walls. Malady, a serious problem in society. Appetite. A desire for food. A desire or liking for a particular activity. Damage. Harm. Loss. The fact of no longer having something, or of having less of it than you used to have, or the process by which this happens. Of. Loss. If a business makes a loss, it spends more than it earns. Loss. The death of someone. Loss. A feeling of being sad or lonely because someone or something is not there anymore. Loss. A disadvantage caused by someone or something leaving or being removed. Evil. Someone who is evil deliberately does very cruel things to harm other people. Evil. Something that is evil is morally wrong because it harms people. Synonyms: wicked. Evil, very unpleasant. Evil, connected with the devil and having special powers to harm people. Hurt. To injure yourself or someone else. Hurt. To feel pain in part of your body ache. Hurt. To cause pain in a part of your body. Hurt. To make someone feel very upset, unhappy, sad, etc. Hurt. To have a bad effect on someone or something, especially by making them less successful or powerful. Hurt. Suffering pain or injury. Synonyms: injured. Hurt. Very upset or unhappy because someone has said or done something unkind, dishonest, or unfair, kind. Injury, a wound or damage to part of your body caused by an accident or attack. Injury, damage to someone's reputation, career, or feelings. Injury to. Evil. Mischief. Bad behavior, especially by children, that causes trouble or damage, but no serious harm. Mischief. The pleasure or enjoyment of playing tricks on people or embarrassing them. Bale. A large quantity of something such as paper or hay that is tightly tied together, especially into a block. Bale. To tie something such as paper or hay into a large block. Bale. To tie something such as paper or hay into a large block. Prejudice. An unreasonable dislike and distrust of people who are different from you in some way, especially because of their race, sex, religion, etc., used to show disapproval. Prejudice. Strong and unreasonable feelings which make you like some things but not others strong. Harm, damage, injury, or trouble caused by someone's actions or by an event. Harm. To have a bad effect on something. Harm. To physically hurt a person or animal. Harm. Harm somebody's image, reputation. Some. Disservice. To do something that gives other people a bad opinion of someone or something. Injury. Office. Harm. Damage. Embezzlement. To steal money from the place where you work. Harm. Embezzlement. Damage. Harm. Physical grace. Toilet. A large bowl that you sit on to get rid of waste liquid or waste. Toilet. A room or building containing a toilet. Synonyms. Bathroom, restroom. Toilet. The act of washing and dressing yourself. Embellishment. To make something more beautiful by adding decorations to it. Synonyms. Decorate, embellish something with something. Embellishment. To make a story or statement more interesting by adding details that are not true. Synonyms. Embroider. Gift something that you give someone, for example to thank them or because you like them, especially on a special occasion. Synonyms. Present. Gift a natural ability. Synonyms. Talent,